Hi, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Louise. I'm Louise, your Independent Pampered Chef Consultant. On today's episode, I want to share with you this recipe. It's a ratatouille. What is a ratatouille, you might be asking? Well, it's a French recipe inspired by the spring and summer vegetables. You can have it as a stew, or in this case, we're going to be making it in a casserole dish. All the layered vegetables going around in a circular pattern. This recipe can be found in our current season's best cookbook. Served with some crusty bread. Delicious. These are the ingredients that you will need in today's recipe. An Asian eggplant, a zucchini, 2 Roma or plum tomatoes, a small yellow onion, 4 cloves of garlic, a can of crushed tomatoes, a jar of roasted red peppers, some herb de Provence seasoning, balsamic vinegar, a little olive oil, and some salt and pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the yellow onion and my favorite product that you have seen me use on many occasions if you have watched any of my videos, and that's the manual food processor. I don't think there's a day goes by that I don't use this. So I'm just going to chunk the onion into big pieces and just put it in the manual food processor. Give it a few pulses. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and take the skin off of the garlic with our garlic peeler. This reminds me of a cannoli. It always makes me laugh when I see it, but it works fabulous. So we need 4 cloves of garlic. Okay, so you just put it in there, you roll it. Oops, those were like, look, those were like 3 all clumped together in one. That's so weird. All right, so it just takes the skin, as you can see, right off of your garlic. Wasn't that easy? I'm not sure if I should count that as 1 or 3. All right. I guess more garlic is not a bad thing, right? All right. 1 more. That had a little baby one. And all right, now I'm going to pulse this. And I'm going to add the jar of roasted red peppers. I've drained it, and these were in oil or water? It doesn't really say. Anyway, I'm just going to put these in here. There's 1 little piece in there. There you go. All right, and this we're going to pulse all together. Oopsie. There you go. All right, and I'm going to grab my little scraper, and then I'm going to transfer this into our small batter bowl so that I can put it in the microwave. So, ratatouille. That reminds me of when my boys were little. They're grown now, they're in their mid-20s. But ratatouille always reminds me of that kids movie and my mom. She bought the movie for the boys on VHS. So that was a long time ago. And they would watch that movie over and over. And so whenever I hear ratatouille, that is instantly what I think of. All right, so to this I'm going to add the can of crushed tomatoes and 2 teaspoons of our herb de Provence seasoning. And here's a little side note, all of our rubs and seasonings are gluten-free. So that's a good to know. So that 2 teaspoons, and then I'm just going to microwave this for 6 minutes. I'll stop and stir halfway. All right. So into the microwave it goes.
A few moments later.
All right, time to give it a quick stir. There we go. Ooh, it smells good. Yummy. So it's going to give it all a big stir, and then we'll let it finish cooking. While your tomato mixture is cooking in the microwave, it's now time to start prepping your vegetables. Today I'm going to use one of our hottest new products, and that is called the Rapid Prep Mandolin. The first thing I want to check is to make sure I do have it on the slice setting and on the number 4 thickness. Just open up the kickstand. This is the food tray where all your sliced vegetables will fall into. It just fits over the kickstand and then snaps right into place. So this is the little garage right here. You slide that down, and I'm just going to attach the food hopper to that by using this little lever. This is your food pusher, so your hands are nowhere near the blade. Now, for a full video on how to use this on a tutorial, please be sure to check that out. I'll put it in the description below. Now, this is the plunger. It just locks down for easy storage, and you just twist it for it to come up. All right, the first vegetable we're going to start with is the zucchini. Check it out, how each piece is the same thickness. Next, we're moving on to the Asian eggplant. Now, if you're wondering, what is an Asian eggplant? It is just a taller, thinner version of a regular eggplant. You can use a regular eggplant, however, it won't actually fit in the Rapid Prep Mandolin, so you'll have to just slice it by hand. And here we have our slices of eggplant. Next up are the 2 Roma tomatoes. Are perfectly slices of tomato. The firmer the tomato, the better it slices. Now we are ready to start assembling our ratatouille. So let me get the tomato mixture from the microwave. And I am using our 2-quart enameled cast iron. I love this, and I have a video on all of our enameled cast iron as well. I'll put the link to that in the description. All we do is add the tomato mixture to the bottom of the baker. Spread it around evenly. And then we start layering with our 3 different vegetables. To assemble this, or to layer the vegetables, we are just going to start at the outer edge, and we are going to alternate between the vegetables, going all the way around, ending up in the middle. The next step is to measure out 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm just going to use our little prep bowl. We need 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar. And the remaining 1 teaspoon of the herb de Provence. I should have done that the other way around. Pampered, not perfect. You all know me. All right, so I'm just going to use our little mini whisker to whisk this around. I am going to add just a little bit of freshly ground salt. Whisk that around. And then I'm just going to baste that on the top of all of these vegetables. Now my oven is preheating to 450 degrees. And then this will go in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes or until all the vegetables are cooked through. This little glaze here, by the way, is also delicious on a tomato and mozzarella salad. All right, we just wait for 20 to 25 minutes. So our ratatouille is done cooking. Let me just grab that out of the oven. Oh, it looks delicious and it smells so yummy. So here we have our delicious ratatouille. This recipe is perfect on its own with some crusty bread or served as a side dish with some grilled chicken or grilled fish. Perfect for summertime. Look how delicious that looks. All of the layered zucchini and eggplant, tomato, and then don't forget at the bottom was the onions and the roasted red pepper. Delicious. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Give me some thumbs up and be sure to share. Thank you and happy cooking. These are all the products used in today's video. I have put the links in the description, so if you would like any of them in your kitchen. And remember, please subscribe so you will be up to date with all of my latest videos.